The prison was ancient, its walls soaked with decades of decay, rust, and something far worse. The air felt heavy, like it was pressing down on everyone inside. "We've got to make sure some kid isn't completely out of his mind," Hughes muttered. Then suddenly, 4. Son of a get out of Harrell. A figure lunged from the shadows. Chains rattled. A man screamed. Someone slipped. "You all right?" Hughes shouted, trying to keep control. "I'm trying." Frank yelled back, fumbling with a massive ring of keys. "I've got all the cell block keys, they all look the same." The attacker came again, wild, laughing, a razor flashing in his hand. "He's armed with a razor," someone yelled. Panic erupted. "Frank, the key." "I'm looking." "Find the damn key, Frank." The men laughed hysterically, stepping closer, enjoying the chaos. "You don't want to play with me," he taunted. They backed into a dead end. "It's a dead end," Hughes shouted. Behind them, iron bars. In front of them, the razor-wielding maniac. "Hurry! Pull!" Hughes yelled. Frank grabbed the bars and pulled with everything he had. "Keep pulling." "Pulley." Metal groaned. The attacker lunged. But the bars finally gave way. They squeezed through just in time, escaping as the man's laughter echoed behind. Names. They didn't get far before something even worse stopped them. "It's a scalp," Miller said, his voice shaking. "He's wearing a woman's scalp." Silence. No one had an explanation. Later, catching their breath, Hughes looked at Miller. "You all right?" "I think I'll feel that for a while," Miller replied. They moved on. "I don't know much about guns," Miller said slowly, "but I hit that guy." "I know I did." Hughes frowned. "Yeah. There were no entry wounds." "What?" "No blood. Nothing." "That didn't make sense." "I shot him from 3 feet away," Hughes said. The end should have destroyed his hip. But the body told a different story. Deeper into the prison, they found markings on the floor. A pentagram. 4. "He died here," Hughes said quietly. "Right here." "He wanted to." Miller looked around. "He staged it, placed victims, made sure he'd end up exactly here." "Why?" Frank asked. Hughes shook his head. "Doesn't matter. Something's wrong with this place." Then they heard it. Drip. 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 "It's just water," Frank said, "old building. Leaky pipes." But the sound was too loud. Too steady. Then came something else. A low humming. "Do you hear that?" Miller whispered. The smell hit next, rotting, thick, unbearable. "Where's that coming from?" Vega asked. No one answered. Then, a voice. Low. Inhuman. "Do it now, Frank." "Nah." Frank froze. AK anything." "You hear that?" Hughes asked. "Channel names." Frank didn't respond. "Ipt." The humming grew louder. The dripping quickened. "Do it now." A sudden crash shattered the silence. "Miller." Hughes shouted. Chaos again. The voice returned. "Kill her." Everyone froze. MES. Miller. Hughes shouted. Chaos again. The voice returned. "Kill her." Everyone froze. MES. Out of the darkness, a man stepped forward, calm, focused. "That wasn't meant for her," he said coldly. "That was meant for you." Hughes raised his weapon. "Don't move." The man smiled faintly. 10 years, he said. "I've been working 10 years for." "For what?" Hughes demanded. "To bring him back." A pause. "Bring who back?" The man's smile widened. "Thing." A second voice, deeper, darker, echoed through the corridor. "Nell names." Just as quick, Michael. A chill ran through the air. But not as deadly. If you want, I can turn this into a full horror movie sit, or continue the story. Frank's lips curled into a twisted smile. Crow's been gone for too long. But tonight he returns. Thanks to me. A cold silence filled the room. And I get my reward. Detective Hughes tightened his grip on his weapon. Something about Frank felt wrong. I can see you're puzzled, the man said, stepping forward calmly. How rude of me. I'm sure you have questions. His eyes locked onto Hughes. Go ahead, Michael. I want to enjoy our time together. Hughes narrowed his eyes. Who the hell are you? The man chuckled softly. Isn't it obvious? Say it. Say my name. A pause. Diego Alma is dead, Hughes said. The man's smile widened unnaturally. And yet. Here I am. A chill swept through the air. You think you're better than me? Diego said, his voice turning darker. In the end. It doesn't matter. Then he leaned closer. Should I tell you something only I would know? Hughes didn't respond. How about Lana Myers? Hughes froze. Just come on in, detective, Diego whispered. It's over. Drop the weapon. Hughes shouted. No. You lower yours. A faint sound of crying echoed behind them. Lana. Diego said softly. I did love her. Hughes's face twisted in anger. You son of a dash. But her heart belongs to me. Suddenly, everything changed. The air grew heavy. A monstrous roar echoed through the building, followed by a witch-like laugh that made the walls tremble. Here is my gift to you, Diego said. Samhain is nearly over. But its work will be complete. Whose work? Vega muttered. Diego's smile turned inhuman. In life. We loved death. We fed it. We gave it souls. He laughed. I didn't shoot my victims, did I? Chaos exploded. A blade drove through flesh. A scream. Blood hit the floor. I'm ready for you now. Someone shouted. Diego tilted his head. It wouldn't be the same. Without a choice. Ames. Vega stepped forward, furious. I'm not playing your sick game. Diego turned slowly. Ah. Detective Miller. Another strike. A body collapsed. Not Hunhar Chotard. No. Hughes shouted. Diego's voice echoed like something ancient. Life is a series of choles. He stepped closer. What do you do when your daughter is dying in a hospital? Do you hold her hand? Or do you walk away? Miller lay on the ground, barely breathing. Can't feel anything. He whispered. From my chest down. Hughes knelt beside him. Do me a favor. Hughes Bessicatesque. Pull the sword out. Are you sure? I'm not getting off this floor. A long pause. Finish this. Miller said weakly. For them. Wing. L names. Hughes stood, rage burning in his eyes. I will. Moments later. The building shifted again. Reality itself felt broken. Vega stumbled into another room. MES. The records room. He muttered. Of course. He looked around, breathing hard. Can this night get any weirder? The lights flickered. A voice echoed. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Vega clenched his fists. I'm losing my mind. Suddenly. Open them. A voice screamed violently. Vega turned. Frank. I was just walking. And then he jumped me. Frank said, dazed. A new figure stepped out of the darkness. Laughing. Wild. Unstable. Names. Well, well. Look at this, the men grinned. Billy the Barb was having a good night. He stepped closer. But this is something special.